never knew that my life would be turned upside down when I fell in love with Jack. Our relationship was amazing until I met his mother, Helen. She was without a doubt the worst mother-in-law in the world, and I experienced her wrath firsthand. From the moment we met, Helen made it clear that she didn't like me. She would constantly make snide comments about my clothes, hair, and even my cooking. I tried to ignore her behavior and win her over, but it only got worse. When Jack and I got married, Helen took over every aspect of the wedding planning. She criticized everything from the catering to the music and even the flower arrangements. She even wore a white dress to the wedding, trying to steal the attention away from me on my special day. After the wedding, things only got worse. Helen would show up at her home unannounced and criticize everything from the cleanliness of our house to the way I raised our children. When we had our first child, Helen insisted on being in the delivery room and took over parenting duties while she was visiting. But the worst experience of Helen's behavior came during a family vacation. We had planned the trip for months and were looking forward to spending quality time together. But as soon as we arrived, Helen started criticizing everything. She complained about the food, the accommodations, and even the activities we had planned. She even went as far as to yell at our children for making too much noise. Things came to a head when Helen criticized my parenting in front of my children. I finally had enough and confronted her. I told her how hurtful her constant criticism was and how it was affecting my relationship with Jack and our children. But instead of apologizing, she blamed me for our lack of relationship and told me that I needed to toughen up. I realized then that Helen would never change. I had to limit our contact for the sake of my mental health and the well-being of my family. But the scars from her cruelty will always be with me. It's heartbreaking to think that the woman who is supposed to be my mother-in-law could be so terrible. I'm grateful that my relationship with Jack survived, but I will never forget the pain and hurt that Helen caused.